So earlier today, I went live and we talked about the US30. I talked about a setup that I've given my students for 200 points running the market down. I'm gonna break down that setup for you guys. Check this out. Okay, so these are all my trades for today. Notice here it says 210, okay? And let me just run you through these. It's the top trades that we closed out at 1646, okay? So that was 946. Now, let me show you the actual setup. Oh, actually, let me show you this. Show you, this is, there we go. Everything is moving, okay? So, this is what we have going on. So, I'm looking at, you know, you can look at whatever time frame you want to look at, but what I was looking at was, I was looking at the 5 minute. Let me move this back. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Okay, let me move this over. Oops, there we go. So this is what we were looking at. I gave my students this alert at like just before 9:30. And if you see here, let me get my crosshair, there we go. So this 1605, that's 16, so just before 9:30, I gave them this alert. So this is the 9:30 candle right here. And this is the 9:35. So I entered on this candle right here. So we had this setup, and let me just show you this too. Let me show you why. So this is the actual, that's the entry, okay, based on that. But when you go and you look left, you can see that the market had come to this level a couple times. So I knew that with the market coming back to here, like we analyzed this, the market had opened and it had just continued going up, went sideways here, kept going up. When we were in on live, we were talking about how, you know, the market, since the market had dropped the day before, I figured the market was going to go, I figured it was going to gap up, but the market actually gapped down, but went up and kept going up, okay, after going sideways for a couple hours or a number of hours. So the market actually dropped down, and this is where I gave them the alert. So my entry, just to show you guys, my entry was 1635, okay? That was my entry, and this is when I got out. I got out at 1646. So to put that into perspective, let me zoom back in. Put that into perspective for you guys. Okay, oops, there we go. So I got in, grab my crosshair. I got in on this candle right here, okay? 1635, and I got out at 1646, okay? So I got out, so that was 640. I got out during this candle right here, and I was done. I didn't stick around, like, and here's the thing. When I got out of this candle, I alerted my students that the market was oversold and that the market should go up. So they were able to run the market, you know, if depending on where they got in. This was a 180 point move, depending on where they got in. Again, from the top, talking about 200 points and then another 100 points going up, okay? And so this is the actual setup that I got in on, and this is, I gave this to my students. They got in on this, they were able to get in on this, and then we had a few other ones that they were able to get in on, but this is the main one, this rundown. And this was just for, you're talking about 10 minutes, 11 minutes. You guys see 1635, and I got out at 1646. So that was a really good move. And here's the thing, you can do the same thing. Like, this is what I show my students this all the time, each and every day. And you know, you can do the same thing. You know, it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, I told my students, just like I tell them all the time, we look at the daily, but the daily gives us an overall picture. But you have to understand that even though the daily may tell you, like it was yesterday at the start, well, before the market opened, I figured the market would go down based on the daily. I figured it would go down based on the daily. But based on my logic, since the market had tumbled down heavily on Friday, I figured that the market would probably gap up, not gap down, gap up, and then keep going up. But instead it gapped down, went down just a little bit, and then it kept pushing up. So it still went up, it just didn't do exactly what I had anticipated. And then you figure for the profit, you know, that was a really good day, just about 50-some thousand. So for you're talking about, let me see, 431, 526. You're talking about like 100 points on each trade, and I'm running 10 trades, okay, 10 trades. So that was a good day. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. Like, you can do this too. This is just what I showed my students. Let me just show you this one more time so you guys can know. Wait for the price to, wait for everything to move. I think I did this already, but there we go. I just like to do this because I know that sometimes people, they can't believe that this is even possible, but it's just a matter of us finding the right time to get in, having the right reason to get in, and you make good on it. All right? All right, peace and blessings, everyone.